thanks so much for tuning in today. We're going to be going over a dance for the song Zealous over Zion. This dance is going to be in 2 parts, and we just choreographed it this week, so it's very new for us, and we are very happy to share it with you. The first part is going to be the chorus. We're going to start towards the center or looking into the circle. Mira is going to be joining us, and that way you can get a better idea what it's going to look like in an actual circle. So we're gonna face towards the center of the circle. We're gonna start with a box step. Now you're going to naturally start with your right foot, and everything else just follows. It's almost natural. So if you start with the right, everything else is going to follow, and we're going to pivot on the last step. Now when you pivot on a box step, without even thinking about it, you're going to automatically pivot on the foot that you just landed on. So right box step, I landed on the left, I'm going to pivot left, okay? And then now that I'm here, I'm going to do a rock forward and back together, okay? Rock forward, back together. I'm going to give you a couple pointers with this dance. One of them is that regardless of pauses, if you landed on one foot, you're going to start the next step with the opposite foot, even if there's a pause. I must say that because there are plenty of dances where they will pause on the 4th beat, and that 4th beat is like, instinctually, it would have been a left. If you landed on the right foot, it would have been a left foot that would have been that 4th beat, but you omit the 4th step, and so there's a pause there, which means that you're going to start again on the right foot. Okay, there are plenty of dances that do that, but this dance does not do this. This dance is, even if there happens to be a pause, you're going to step. If there happens to be a pause and you landed on your right foot and you're pausing on that 4th beat, you're going to pick up with your left foot regardless. Okay, so never going to be a double step on the same side. Okay, so that being said, I just got through doing this rock forward, back and together move. That means that the next step is going to be the left foot, even though I paused on the last beat on that last move that I just did. So I'm going to box step with the left foot. Now it's not natural for you to box step on a left foot. You're going to want to go right, but if you just remember that left foot, everything else will follow. So left, I landed on my right, now I'm pivoting back this way. Okay, when I pivot back this way, this foot's going to want to step out to balance me anyway. So we're going to do that rock forward and back like that. Let me go through some hand gestures with you regarding that sequence of moves right there. Remember, this song is talking about being zealous over Zion, so there are some things that we're going to want to use ourselves as a tool to express the song. Okay, so when we're doing the box step, I want you to kind of tug at your, like a love gesture, okay? So it's a box step, pivot. Now that I'm pivoting, it's zealous over Zion, so I'm going to do the rocking forward like this, like I'm making a covering over Zion, okay? And when I step together, the hands are one on top of the other, depending, it could be this way or this way. It just depends on what foot you land. It'll probably change up throughout the song. So anyway, and the reason why we're pausing and we stand like this is because this is more like a guardian type of gesture, I think, or that's what I see when I see someone in dance that is standing like this. It's like they got a sword, a hidden sword in their hand or something, or a staff. And they are a guardian of some sort, or a watchman. Even the song On Your Walls, O Jerusalem, we do a lot of this, okay? And we're talking about being watchmen in that song, okay? So anyway, building and being watchmen. So anyway, on your pauses in this song, you're going to stand like this, okay? So just remember that. Every time that there's going to be a pause, you're going to stand like this or like this, okay? So let's start that over again. Box step, covering and together. Left box step, covering second part of part 1, we're going to make a wall, like a protective wall. We're talking about being zealous over Zion again, okay? So we're making a wall. Okay, so it's step, together, step, pivot, step, together, step. All right, now you got a free right foot. Three steps to pivot back around. And on your 3 steps, let's make a mountain movement with our arms. Once again, we're talking about Zion. We're going to dwell in Jerusalem, sitting on the hill, together. Actually, that's going to be a landing on the right. Together, free left. 1, 2, 3, pause. Okay? I just landed on the left, so in part 2, I'm going to start with the right foot. Okay? Part 2, there are a couple things to remember here. One is also remembering everything that I said about the first part of the dance. Even if there's a pause, you still start with the opposite foot that you just landed on. In part 2, you're going to start with going into the circle, okay? So if I'm going to go, remember I had a free right foot, I'm going to go in with the right then, and lift your hands up like this. Not like this. I'm used to doing this, but lift them up. And we're lifting them up because we're talking about Zion again. And this is a city that is, it's like presenting beautiful Zion to the Lord, okay? So anyway, she shall be called. All right, so it's a in, together, pause. So in and pause. So if I started with the right shoulder, I'm going to go in the right direction with the rest of my movements, okay? So right shoulder means right. So there and pause. Coupe to the right and pause. Step to the right, together, pause. There's that mountain move again. Pause. And then these praise lifts. So it's a step, together, step. You don't do the 4th step, okay? You will not do a step, together, step, together. You're just going to do a step, together, step. That means that this left foot is now free, so you're going to do everything to the left now. Left shoulder in, together, pause. Coupe, pause. Step, pause. 1, there you go. All right? Now, the only other thing that I want to mention about part 2 is that on the 2nd verse, when we're on the right, when we're going towards the right, instead of doing this, you're just going to do, your hands are already here because you just did this. So you're going to take the hands and you're just going to go like this, okay? And the reason why you're going to do that is because the song says each one with a staff in their hand. So got like an imaginary staff. We just want to, we kind of want it to be an expression of that. Okay, so anyway, we are going to demo the song for you and the dance with the song, and hope you will enjoy it and join us.
I am jealous over Zion. I am jealous over Zion. I am jealous over Zion. I will dwell in Jerusalem. She shall be called the city of truth, the mountain of the Lord of hosts. Kodesh, for thus says the Lord, I will save my people. I am jealous over Zion. I am jealous over Zion. I am jealous over Zion. I will dwell in Jerusalem. All women and men shall sit in the streets, each one with the staff in their hand. Children will wait in the streets of the city. Joy will be heard once again. I am jealous over Zion.